up? This is Demrick.
Jamie Madrock.
Man, this your man's Obi Trice.
Zadlib.
Yo, what up? This is Spesh One.
The Spesh K.
Hard Rock's motherfucking Scrat MC.
Breaking Records.
Breaking Records Radio out here.
This is Breaking Records Radio.
Check them out, man.
What's up? This is Demrick. Shout out to my Battle Axe Warriors, all my motherfucking Canadians and everybody around the world. Shouts out to what is it? BreakingRecords.com. Breaking Records Radio. Breaking Records Radio. Breaking fucking Records Radio. Let's go.
Since Breaking Records Radio, I got Demrick beside me and my homie Obi.
My homie Obi, you know. That's my dog right here. Hey, what's up, man?
So, first on the agenda, recently done videos that you've done.
Me and Scoop DeVille released a song called Smoked Out. Me and Dizzy just released a video for we have a project together called Blaze With Us, and we released the single is Hundreds of Thousands, and we just released that music video.
So that project's done?
Yeah.
It's done now, and it's coming out when?
We're working on the release date. You know, we just dropped a second single off of it called All She Do.
Okay.
And, you know, it's going to be a free project, Dizzy Wright and Demrick, and it's just something, you know, some smoker music. We definitely been bumping on this tour.
Is it all DJ Hoppa?
It's DJ Hoppa produced some of it, a bunch of different producers, you know.
True.
We just really got in the studio, and we're on tour together, so started with one song, and then we made basically an album.
Yeah. How did that start? Like with Funk Volume? Basically?
I don't know, Serial Killers Volume 1, Hobson got on one of the records, a track called Dr. Zen. We started kicking it, talking a little bit, and then I was on tour with Exhibit in Australia. I think we were in Sydney, and I just was walking down the fucking street. Sydney's just as busy as this place, you know, as far as like the city's concerned, like people everywhere. And car drives past me, I hear, Demrick, what up? And I'm like, who the fuck knows me out here? And I look over and it's fucking Hobson driving down the fucking street in Australia, yeah. And so he pulled over, man, hopped out. We chopped it up. We all went to dinner, and we just grew from there, you know. And from there, on a separate occasion, me and B Real were shooting the Angels Come Calling music video for Serial Killers, and he was like Cannabis Cups, High Times Cannabis Cups, like Stoner of the Year. So the guy who was shooting the video was like, we're gonna bring Dizzy along too, because he's never been to one of the Cannabis Cups, and he wants to So he just kicked in, and he was there basically smoking and hanging out with us, you know. And we just got cooler there, so we worked on a record that was on Losing Focus called We Still Here. That shit turned into a video, and then DJ Hoppa hit me and wanted me to do something for his Hoppa and Friends project that he put out. I was supposed to do one verse, then I ended up doing like 3 songs on there, and then it turned into a whole project. Dizzy called me to go on tour, and then here we are. Yeah, it's just natural, you know, mutual respect, artist-wise, and fucking, you know, smoking weed, kicking it, having fun, making music.
Okay, your favorite strain?
Man, my favorite strain that I have is the Jet Fuel. That's my favorite. I just smoke Dizzy OG too.
Jet Fuel, it's called, eh?
Yeah, it's called Jet Fuel.
Never heard of that.
Yeah, it's fire.
It's good, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I like the cookies. I like Skittles. I like the gelato. I mean, I like just all the best, you know, out there, Paris, OG, things like that. I mean, there's a bunch of different strains up here. That's why I was tripping when I came up here. None of these strains that I'm used to smoking are up here, you know, but they do this. You guys have your own stuff, and it's all fire, you know, especially when we were over there towards Vancouver side. Like, we smoked some shit called Rockstar that was fire.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Rockstar, the Kush.
Yeah. And just different, you know, I'm just looking for the best. Is, you know, it's gotta be extra bright, green, you know, fluffy, with lots of crystals on it.
Oh, yeah.
Smell like you just want to fucking have a handful of it in your face. You know? And that's what I'm into.
So what's your favorite method of smoking? Bongs, hookahs?
I like to, you know, I twist up in papers. That's my first. And then, you know, when it's the wax, I like the little like dab pens, and occasional hit the rig depending on what I have to do. You know, edible if I want to relax, watch a movie. You know, I'm into it, man.
Yeah.
Anybody that follows your Instagram should know this. But what's your favorite raps?
Oh, Raw Papers. Yeah. Shout out to my homies from Raw Papers, man. Making sure I get a
With
nice
those
box
fucking
every
foot and a
month.
half microphones.
Yes, sir. Shouts out Rob Papers.
Your last album, Losing Focus.
Yeah.
Okay.
We announced the signing in November, and then
Oh.
that's when I put out a free mixtape called Going Up EP that I put out.
That's your first Battle Axe release, right?
My first Battle Axe release is Losing Focus.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. You got a favorite off that CD?
It would have to be Skyscraper with Logic and King Chip, or We Still Here with Dizzy, or I like Gleeman. I thought that was a big record on there.
My Religion.
Yeah, My Religion, Still Up. I mean, I like a lot of the
The
songs.
hook was catchy as fuck on that.
Like,
My Religion.
this is my religion.
Yeah.
A lot
It
of
was
money,
good.
a lot of weed, break it down, send it to the family.
Out of all the big name artists that you've met and smoked with, who's the first to tap out?
I don't know. I don't even feel like I'm in the circle of people tapping out. Like, I've graduated past the tap out circle. You know what I mean?
Who's the one that doesn't stop?
Oh, well, obviously.
Be real.
Be Real's the
Yeah.
best smoker. I learned everything I know from him. You know, super stoner.
How did that connection
Weed
start?
god.
How'd
He
you-
actually, it was your first mainstream appearance on a record, B Real's record?
Yeah.
Yeah?
This is
Okay, I
first
thought
solo album,
so.
Smoking Mirrors, yeah. So that was it.
How did you two, when did you two link up?
Well, I had met Corrupt and from the Dog Pound. I was living in Philly at the time with a group, and he met me and my group. He told us to move to LA. We had got a deal where it was going to be like Corrupt presents the group, you know, an album.
Yeah.
So when we were making the album, we had got a hold of Sindog, you know, and I always loved like what he added to records and songs, like, you know, this ad libs and his little, you know, in and out pockets of how he hit records. So we put him on the album, and he really just took a liking to actually him and his brother really took a liking to my music, and they started taking me around B Real. And I was kicking it for a while in the studio with B Real, just smoking and hanging out, and he didn't even know I rapped. And then finally, Sindog's brother was like, "Yo, Demrick spits and he's dope," and I rapped for him, and that was it.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been working with him ever since.
So let's talk about you and Mad.
Yeah.
You guys got plans for an album?
We've been talking about it on the road because we got so many records that we have together. Like every time we get in the studio, it's just like we act like we're just gonna do one song and then we do a shit ton of music. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, he's in LA. He's essentially a neighbor, 15 minutes away. You know, just go over there and make music with him. So yeah, we talking about it, but. You know, we did a lot of shit for his album, you know, Mental, Slayer, the one with Slain on it, what's the name of that? It's Triple Threat. And we've been actually shooting a video out here on the road. It's complete already to a song that we have called Man Down, which is gonna be on a Battle Axe Warriors project that they're getting ready
Okay.
on right now.
Oh, so
Yeah.
there is a Battle Axe project coming together?
You heard it from me.
Dope. I was actually gonna ask y'all about that too.
There's that little exclusive.
Yeah, man. Just know we're just all working on music. You know, the movement. This is one of the things that I really hit me with Mad outside of like him being a really dope MC is like I really fuck with his movement and how he pushes positivity, and he's putting together a bunch of underground, you know, fans and people who are, I don't know, just about the lifestyle, and that's what I'm into. So it's about, if it's making music to rile them up or trying to put something out to get all the warriors excited and do something dope, like, you know, I'm totally down for that.
Alright, Adlib said that you guys are about 25 shows in right now. I think you were on tour before.
Yeah. I've
So,
been on tour since May, so it's just like one big fucking haze, right?
You got any standout spots?
All of Canada's been amazing. I want to send a shout out to every fucking fan in Canada because you guys have been great. I came out here in January, February with Mad and did a tour, and some people knew who I was, but it's night and day in comparison to
From now.
the reaction. And it's only been 8 months, so I can already tell where we're gonna be in the next year and all that shit. So I'm hyped, man. I've been having a blast. So no matter what the crowd size is or that, we've had some fucking big shows out here. Don't get it twisted. But we've also hit some small markets, did some shows for like 150 kids, and you know it's electrifying, man. It's good. The energy is tight, and I fucking love it. So it's be hard to choose a favorite here. Obviously in the States, I had a blast all in Colorado, you know, doing all the medical marijuana or recreational marijuana cities, you know, like Portland, Oregon, like Seattle, Washington, like, you know, all of Colorado. Shit is fucking fun because you can just smoke weed freely, and it's like how we always dreamt for it to be.
And even like when you do shows in those states, is there any issue smoking on stage either?
No,
Like you're allowed to smoke in venues and everything?
No, there's no issues.
I mean, it's not like there's an issue half the time anyways, but...
It's different.
Yeah.
It's different when you got that vibe and you just know that you can smoke. Like I remember I have a photo on my Instagram with like a police officer right there, and I have like a joint, a bottle, and we're taking a picture together. Only here.
Yeah, no kidding, eh? All right, I wanted to touch up as well because the Serial Killers project, I was a fan of that with you, Be Real, and Exhibit. That was really dope.
Good.
And I believe you guys are working on a second one, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it's done.
It's done?
It's fucking coming out on Halloween.
Oh, shit,
yeah.
eh?
Yeah.
That's perfect.
I heard that.
Yeah, so we're actually gonna be leaking a single pretty soon. Start making the push for that as well. I'm hyped for that. 10 tracks, just some hardcore raw hip hop shit. I feel like even when we dropped the first one, I feel like I don't know, like hip hop is even in a better place than it was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
When we dropped the first one, so I think that it's gonna be received well. It's dope for me to work with some OGs in the game like that, some legends. You know, I feel blessed. Yeah. What?
Feel intimidated when you approached the first project?
No, I don't feel intimidated. I'm not working with them. I maybe think of like what the fans might think that might have felt like, how the fuck did I get in this position, you know, or, you know, people think that it's in their mind, it's whatever they think, you know. So maybe that I thought about on the first one, but now that we released it, toured it, you know, and all the stuff that I've been doing, all my fans, everything that I can bring to the table for the project, I'm just excited.
Where do you feel like you can grow more, or what parts do you feel like you can excel in?
Well, I think that me getting out here and doing all these tours, like all the touring that I've done this year is my tours. You know what I mean? I'm used to either touring with Serial Killers, and before that it was always, you know, touring with Exhibit as his hype man, or touring with Be Real or Cypers playing the hype man role, or backup or special guest, all that type of shit. So I think that it was really important to get out here and see the fans that I have, and see who's gonna rally for me as I come through these cities and really hit it. And I've been pleasantly surprised, and I just want to keep it going. So I think that what I felt like I needed to excel on, I put forth the effort to do it, and finally got out there and see what was out there for me. I'm just looking for the now and next year. So what I want to do is, I got a project dropping with Dizzy. I got a project dropping with Exhibit and Be Real, and then I'm gonna go in and work on my album. And I think it's gonna be my best work. I know it's gonna be my best work, because I've gotten a chance to see what, you know, it feels to just be completely in these shoes full time. Put this energy into this and take it back to the studio, really talk about my experiences, really tie everything together, and drop the best possible project of mine. My next album will be different producers.
Yeah.
You know, also, like, I dropped Losing Focus, but then I also dropped Stony Point with DJ Hoppa this year, too. And I also dropped me and Scoop DeVille. We dropped a project called Loud Pack. So I put a lot of music out.
Scoop DeVille's real dope, too,
Yeah.
eh? How'd you guys link up, actually?
On Be Real's first project, we had a song called Don't You Dare Laugh that Scoop produced the beat, and I did the chorus and a verse, and me and Be Real split at 8, you know. So me and Scoop got to work in the studio. We did an EP earlier on called Never Look Back. It was the first EP that I did with them, and so we came back this time, did a whole album, toured the album with Burner. We just did 30 cities with Burner on the Cookies Are Better tour as direct support for that, and just smashing, just dropping dope music, you know. And that's what I wanted to do, to kind of stimulate the fan base.
Yeah.
You know, and really get them to pay attention through repetition, hard work, and putting out quality music. So I'm just gonna continue that trend and see how far it'll take me.
So is Scoop DeVille on the new Serial Killers project then?
No, he didn't produce nothing on the Serial Killers project. Nah, because I don't know why he should have done it, but I think by the time we were really getting in and starting to work, when his schedule was free and all the schedules free, our project was already done.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Serial Killers was already wrapped up.
Plus you got.
That project was just musically was complete. You know, we just wanted to do a certain amount of records, 10 songs, and by the time we really started locking in with Scoop, me and Scoop were gonna work on a stoner project called Loud Pack. You know, and we dropped like Blowing Money Fast with Be Real and Burner and me and Scoop. Scoop's rapping on the whole project. What I wanted to do this year was put out a bunch of music, good projects with people that I worked with, and show that the camaraderie's there, and show that we're just pushing the line.
I find that you have a lot more group projects than you do solo, right? And what do you find it is about working with other artists specifically for the vision of a whole project, opposed to, you know, just doing it yourself and selecting beats here and there? Or
I don't know. You know, I like to work with single producers and catch a wave and ride it. You know, like even with the Losing Focus, that was all done by Cali Clee.
Yeah.
So it's just one producer's on there. I don't know. I don't think that I preferred any other kind of way. I did when I was on the tour bus with Burner. I seen him picking beats, and you know, he works with a team of people that he works with. So you know, his projects are usually produced by this producer, that producer, this producer, and it's like people who are locked into his sound. So I'm not opposed to doing that. I actually think that's an art to making, you know, A&R in your own shit, like where you just go out there and you pick the best possible music, try to put it on a record. You know, it's a challenge.
Yeah.
You know, when you work with one producer the whole way through, you just, you know, you're trying to create a vision from beginning to end, you know, and that's special in its own right. I love doing projects like that, but there's something to be said for somebody that can really pick the jewels, the magic music, and you know, put the songs and put it all together and put it out there. I mean, I'm looking forward to that, doing that, you know, myself.
Yeah, I like the fact that you do so many albums with like just single producers and stuff. I was saying to Ad-Lib, I don't know if you're in the room at the time, but that's one thing I feel hip-hop has been missing for a long time, is the fact that MC and the producer work on a project together and create something.
Yeah, that's why I put out all the producers and everything. That's like, it's like Demrick and Cali Clee.
Yeah.
You know, Demrick and DJ Hopper. Like, you get what I'm saying? Scoop DeVille and Demrick. It's just about creating that vibe. Yeah. That energy. There's a certain point we want to get across. I love to record. I love to hang out in the studio with my friends and make music and have a good time. So that's what I'm into.
If your musical style could be translated into a Mortal Kombat finisher move, what would it do to your opponent?
You just see when it just totally fucking explodes a whole body into little pieces and blood dripping all on the screen. It's just total fucking total explosion. That's what that play button is. You know, it's like a detonator, bomb detonator. Boom! Kill the competition.
Just a big hot box.
Yeah. Exactly. Kill them with smoke. Breaking fucking Wreckords Radio.